What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Hope you're excited. Hope you're ready to steal some stuff. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, this is not too bad. We've got Double Swamp, Demonic Tutor, Misinformation. Do we want to keep on this one? Let's get Gonti popped up. Yeah, I guess we could Demonic Tutor for Ancient. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. I like this. Yeah, I'm going to get that going. But yes, welcome to some Gonti. Let's get Gonti popped back up just a little bit more. Playing against Animar. We're playing Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Yes, that's just whenever Gonti enters the... Excuse me, Gonti is genderless. They prefer them or they. So whenever Gonti enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. We may exile one of those face down. Then we may spend our manas or any color to cast that spell. Okay, let's go and get the swamp down. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Animar, Soul of Elements, protection from white and black. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1 counter on Animar. Then creature spells you cast cost 1 less for each +1 counter on Animar. There we go. Haven't played against Animar in a while, so it should be pretty nice. It's see what kind of build we got. Usually Animar online is usually a usually kind of combo focus, or at least the times I've played against Animar, it's just they just keep casting the same creature, make a really big Animar. So see if we can't get out from underneath that. But as far as our hand goes, we do have Panharmonicon. Oh, looking so ravishing tonight. We do have Panharmonicon in the hand, so we can go Swamp next turn, go Demonic Tutor, get a nice little Ancient Tomb down, and then be online for some nice little Panharmonicon action. Invisible Stalker. Okay. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's go and get the Swamp down. Let's go Demonic Tutor. What was that going to go for? We have 3 Swamps, Coffers. Maybe 1, 2, 3. I guess we can, if we're going to keep hitting Swamps, we actually go for the Coffers. It might be a little bit better. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go Demonic Tutor on Coffers. There we go. Grab that one. Then anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. But we do have Misinformation in the hand, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Unfortunately, we don't really have any board wipes, but with Misinformation, put up to 3 target cards from an opponent's graveyard on top of his or her library in any order. So that way, if we do get into a board wipe, we can kind of wipe some of these creatures out. We can put a few cards on top to make sure we sequence our Gonti trigger the way we want it. But yeah, we get down Coffers next turn and then slowly work towards Panharmonicon and then go for a nice little bit of Gonti on the battlefield. But yeah, next week we'll finally get some nice little Exelon coming down. I'll be doing Gishoth Park next week, whatever you want to call it. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to pick up the dinosaur cards this weekend, so I'm actually really excited. Let's go ahead and yeah, we're going to get the Coffers down. Yeah, I think I'd like that. We get the Coffers down next turn. We get the Swamp down to be able to tap for 3, 4. I go for Panharmonicon. Yeah, we'll do that. Anything else? We'll pass it to our opponent. But yeah, so I'm going to do Gishoth Park, the first one, get some nice little dinosaur action. I haven't actually thrown the deck together yet, but I'm definitely going to be going, you know, we want to take advantage of Gishoth having some nice little double strike action, so we're going to go for that. Outside of that, I'm not really sure what sort of build we're going to go for. I'm definitely going to load it up on tutors because I want to be able to stack the top part of our library as much as we can to get those dinosaurs going. And it's just funny, the whole time I've been thinking about building Gishoth, I've just been, I don't know, I'm thinking about Jurassic Park, and I'm really excited for you to see the overlay and for you to see the thumbnail. If you want to see a shot what the thumbnail looks like, if you check out my Gishoth Commander Deck Tech series, that was one of the first videos I did in that series. I have that out at the end of the video. You can kind of see the thumbnail for it, and I kind of made the Jurassic Park logo kind of look like Gishoth, so that was pretty cool. And as far as the actual Commander Deck Tech series, that was the first video I've got coming out. I don't know if I'm going to have out Tishana today when this video comes out. I'm shooting to have it out on Friday, but if not, it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. And then I have Admiral Beckett, some nice little pirates coming down, a couple more turns. But yeah, so we have Admiral Beckett, which is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get that one sleeved up. And as far as Admiral Beckett goes, definitely be putting pirates in there, but I think we may end up going for a little bit more of a flavorful build in us getting some... just running a lot of steel stuff in there. I think that'll be really fun. Let's go tap the Coffers down. It's going to be 1, 2. It'll be 3 total Swamps. Let's go for Panharmonicon. One more. Oh, yeah. There we go. Get down Panharmonicon and then anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So we did draw into Erebos. We have Erebos in the hand. Get that down, get some card draw going. But as far as going for a tutor source, our opponent doesn't have a lot of creatures out there. You know, it's not the best creatures out there. They have Invisible Stalker, Birds of Paradise, and Animar. But with the Sidisi Undead Vizier trigger, probably going to search up a board wipe because we just at least want to try and keep our opponent's creatures under control so we can get that going. But yeah, so as far as Admiral Beckett, definitely going to be building Beckett. Yeah, just kind of considering more of a flavorful build, seeing how much stuff we can still... I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Revel and Richards package in there. Seems like it might be a little bit hard to kind of get going in 1 versus 1 commander, or if you finally do get the enchantment down, it may be hard to kind of... Oh, Reclamation Sage. Oh. Oh no, poor Panharmonicon. Alright, Reclamation Sage is going to throw that little staff in there and kind of mess up the nice little beautiful sound that we were listening to. But hey, that's Reclamation Sage for you. But we'll still be online for CDC next turn. We'll get that down, exploit CDC. And then we'll also have the Animate Dead trigger to kind of get another tutor off that if we want to go for that. If we want to get Minion Reflector down, we can go for that. Getting a little extra tutor, but we'll see how we want to sequence. See what we draw into. Draw into Thran Dynamo. Let's go and get these Swamp down. Okay, so we have the coffers tapping for 4, and that's going to be 6 total mana. Thran Dynamo. Yes, actually, let's go and do that. Let's be 1, 2. I guess it actually doesn't really matter how we sequence it. We just tap out for the Thran Dynamo. We'll still have that mana to add in there. So yeah, we'll just go and tap out triple black, quadruple black. Get on the Thran Dynamo. We can add that 2 mana to our mana pool. I think we may end up going for a board wipe on this one. So let's tap for 3. They took our Panharmonicon. We're going to take their board state. So we're going to go for. Let's go for CDC. Get CDC down. Exploit CDC. Yes. Alright, CDC gets exploited. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And then I think on this one, we could go for Damnation. Yeah, we're going to go for Damnation. I think that'll be good. Where are you? There we go. Put Damnation. Goes into our hand. Anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay, now our opponent does have a nice little board state. They have Invisible Stalker out there, and then the Reclamation Sage. So really, we're only looking about them swinging in for about 6 points of damage right now. You know, that depends if they cast another creature out there for Animar. But with Damnation in the hand, we're going to be able to cast that down next turn, and then probably go for Gonti. You know, if we wanted to go for Minion Reflector, we could. If you're not sure what Minion Reflector does, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, we get to pay 2 colorless, and then we create a token that's a copy of that creature, and then we have to sack it at the beginning of our end step. Now, as far as Gonti is concerned, ooh, Fleet Swallower, sweet man. Now, as far as Minion Reflector goes, we have to sacrifice it in the end step, and we will get a copy of Gonti, which will be legendary. But for what we care about is we just want that enter the battlefield trigger, so we'll just sacrifice the Minion Reflector token as soon as it enters the battlefield to get that nice little trigger going. Alright, opponent swinging in for 5, put us down to 19. That's going to be 7 total commander damage that we've been dealt. And then let's see what we draw into. Draw into Temple of the False God. Let's go and get that down. Let's go ahead and tap the Temple. Let's go for the Coffers. And let's go ahead and go for Damnation. That sounds good. Yeah, I just want to kind of clear the board out. Let's go Damnation. Clear the board out. Definitely want to get that Fleet Swallower away. And then actually with the Animate Dead, we can bring one of those creatures back if we want to. Actually, so we do have misinformation put it on top of our library. Let's see how we actually want to sequence this. If there's anything out of the graveyard that we actually want, we could mill our opponent out with the Fleet Swallower, or if we have the Invisible Stalker. I'm not really sure at this point if there's anything that bad that we want. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Let's go and get the Minion Reflector down. I think I like this line. They don't really hit. They only got 4 lands out there. We have a lot more mana than our opponent. And we're really kind of open as far as what we want to do. We have the misinformation to kind of stack the top of our opponent's library. We have Animate Dead still on CDC. And then we can get the nice little Gonti trigger, the double Gonti trigger, to see what kind of value creatures we can grab from there. They kind of go from there. Okay. Let's see what our opponent's got going. They still only have 4 lands out there, and one of those is Sanctum of Ugin. So we'll kind of see what we want to do. And if my commentary is a little... I don't know how to describe it, a little not normal or something. Man, I've got a little bit of a... beautiful lightning greaves. I've got like a little bit of a sinus headache, I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's like I'm not 100%, like I don't feel terrible, but I've got something. And luckily, you know, it's not affecting my voice, so I can still record magic, but it's kind of like I've got like a, yeah, it's got to be sinus pressure, something like that. Okay, drawn to Lake of the Dead. Let's go ahead and get some nice little Gonti triggers going. Is there anything, man, anything we want to specifically grab out of the library? We could go for the Reclamation Sage for one of the Lightning Greaves. Yeah, let's go and do that. Enters the battlefield, sack our swamp and said, yeah, let's go and tap the swamp down. Actually, it's not going to count towards coffers. Let's tap the Temple of the False God on the coffers. Get that 4 mana going. Let's go for Gonti. Get Gonti down. We'll be able to get double triggers off the Minion Reflector. Definitely, yes, we're going to pay that one. Put these triggers, put the Gonti trigger on the stack, choosing our opponent. There we go. Let's go and pay 2 on that nice little Minion Reflector. Yeah, we'll go and tap the Thran Dynamo. That way we can kind of get, let me see, put up to 3 target cards on top of their library in any order. See what they're going to go for in response to this. Iconic Rift on Minion Reflector. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. We can still get that trigger. The main thing that we're concerned with is the actual trigger itself. Okay, that's going to get bounced back to the hand. We'll still get that trigger. Yes, we're going to pay 2 for that. 2 off the Thran Dynamo. It's going to be 1, 2. Get a little extra Gonti. We're going to keep the real... Well, do we want to send the other Gonti back to the command zone so we can recast it? We definitely have the mana. They're at 30. Yeah, let's go and send it back. That way we can maybe build a nice little board state. So we'll go and keep this one. Okay. So, and do we want to miss information? Yeah, let's go ahead and go. I kind of want that Reclamation Sage. Fleet Swallower, and then Sylvan on top. Alright, pay 1 black. Then put those on top. Okay, so we're going to get that first Gonti Trigger going. Let's, ooh, Seedborn Muse. Alright, well, we can't really take advantage of it instant speed. I still like going Reclamation Sage on this one. Alright, so that goes into the exile. Let's see what the next top 4 cards of our library is. Sphinx of the Final, ooh. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be a nice little beat stick. Yeah, let's go Sphinx. I like that. So we have 4 mana right now. Let's go ahead and let's go for the... We can't recast the Animator. Let's go and go Reclamation Sage. And then 1 and 2. And then pay for 1 more. Get the Reclamation Sage down. Let's target the Lightning Greaves. There we go. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Anything else? We still have the Lake of Dead to get down. It's going to take away from our coffers. I think at this point right now, I like having the coffers tapped for 4. We're just going to hold on to the Lake of the Dead. And then we're just going to kick it over to our opponent. So, with Animate Dead, we do have Sidisi, nice little tutor on the stick, or if we can use that Reclamation Sage, we can get that down. We can also get into spots where we get Minion Reflector down, and once we bring that back out of the graveyard, we can sacrifice 2 more creatures off the Minion Reflector, if we want to go for double triggers. Okay, drawn to Crypt Gas. Let's go ahead and Temple the False God. Let's go Coffers. Let's actually tap the Thran Dynamo. Let's go for Crypt Gas. Oh yes, get some nice little ramp going. Get down Crypt Gas. Let's get Erebos. Actually, let's go ahead and go for Sphinx of the Final Word. I think that'll be good. Can't be countered in flying hexproof. That'll be a nice little way to get for us to get a clock going. And then 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. There we go. Alright, an Extort Trigger. Yeah, we'll go and pay for that. We could get down Erebos, God of the Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go ahead. No, we're not going to pay for Extort. I actually like getting down Erebos, because that'll probably give us a nice little devotion the next turn. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Extort Trigger. Nope, we're good. And then let's go ahead and swing in with Gonti and Reclamation Sage to get a little bit of a clock going. Alright, swinging in for 4. Put our opponent down to 26 if they don't offer the nice little Sage block up there. See if they want to go for that or not. Be able to take care of the somber walled Sage. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a sinus headache, so I'm trying to make sure this video is good. I do apologize. So if it sounds like I'm a little bit tired, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired. I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible. So, alright, swinging in for 4, and then I think we're still gonna hold on to the Lake of the Dead because we have to sacrifice a swamp. And it's going to go into the graveyard. And I like having the coffers and the double swamps off Crypt Gas, so we'll just go and hold on to that right now. But yeah, so we got swinging in next turn. That's going to be 5 in the air, puts them down to 21. We'll figure out exactly what we want to go for with Sidisi off the Animate Dead. With us having spells that can't be countered, we could definitely go for something like Army of the Damned and get a nice little zombie board state going. Our opponent's only sitting at about 4 lands right now. Okay, so they're getting the Swiftwater Cliffs down. They're going to gain 1 life. Yeah, we might end up going for Army of the Damned. I'll see exactly what we want to go for. Ooh, talking about new cards for the new set. I haven't had a chance to put it in here yet. But the Boneyard Parlay is definitely a card that I'm really excited about for Gonti. I think it's 7 mana, and it's a Fact or Fiction out of the graveyard, out of anybody's graveyard, and then opponent separates us in 2 piles, and you get 1 pile onto the battlefield under your control. And I don't know, I'm just really excited about the thought of getting Boneyard Parlay up and running with Gonti. Now, as far as Devotion goes with Erebos, we're sitting at Devotion 4, so we need to get 1 more Devotion going. And if we want to, ooh, drawn to another swamp. If we want to, we can get CDC down and just exploit on the Reclamation Sage to get the Devotion back on for Erebos. Let's go ahead and let's tap the Temple of the False God. Let's go Coffers. Let's go for Minion Reflector. The Extort Trigger. I mean 1, 2, 3, and then 10. That's gonna be 13 mana. Yeah, we'll go and pay for that one. Yeah, go and pay for that. Extort Trigger. Get down Minion Reflector. Let's go ahead and go Animate Dead on Sidisi. Actually, let's see what's that. If we swing in with Gonti and Reclamation Sage first, we're going to miss out on the black mana, but we'll still have the, because I actually want to exploit on the Reclamation. Well, no, we need to do it main phase, because we want to get, turn Erebos on. So we'll go Animate Dead on Sidisi. It's going to be 1, 2, which will be enough for the Extort Trigger. Click on that Extort, there we go. Animate Dead on Sidisi. We'll go ahead and exploit on the Reclamation Sage, and we can still pay 2 more mana if we want to exploit on something else. If we want to go for that, I think we're okay actually. Put these triggers on the stack. Let's go and exploit the Reclamation Sage, that way you don't lose devotion for Erebos. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And let's go and grab some spot removal. Well, actually, excuse me, it's going to be protection from white and black. Let's see what we want to search up. We could go for Helm of Possession. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's grab that. That way we can gain control of Animar. Gotta keep it off the battlefield. Not going to pay 2 on this one. No, we're okay. We don't have to turn on devotion. Let's go and go for the Helm of Possession. There we go. Click on one more. That'll be another extort trigger. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Click on that last black. There we go. Get down to Helm of Possession. Let's go and swing in. It's going to be 5 in the air. We have Gonti swinging in. We could actually go and swing in with Cryptgas too. And swing in with Erebos. Oh, beautiful. Get some nice little beat sticks going. I always love it whenever you steal a nice creature from your opponent and have them just kind of swinging in with Gonti. I like to imagine him with some, I don't know, some nice little like jewelry on there or something. Alright, put our opponent down to 14. And then let's go ahead and let's gain control of Animar. Let's go and pay 2. And I guess at this point, we'll go ahead and, what do we want to sacrifice? We have enough mana. Let's go and sacrifice Cryptgas. That way we can leave Devotion, and then we have Animar to start swinging in next turn. Alright. I'm going to kick it over to our opponent. So, we have 5 swinging in the air. We have Gonti still as a 2/3. We grabbed our opponent's Animar. Protection from white and black, but does not have protection from Helm of Possession, and we can gain control of that. I love the art on this one, too. Really cool looking card art. But yeah, so we have 5 in the air, put them down to 19, Gonti swinging in, and then Erebos. If we need to draw a couple cards, we can do that. And we definitely have at least 1 more activation off the Erebos. Now, as far as getting some more extort triggers for our opponent, we don't really have a lot of spells in the hand, but hopefully we can kind of draw on something nice off Erebos. Opponent gets down Mystifying Maze. Exile target attacking creature and opponent controls. Okay, so let's see if they're going to leave up enough mana for Mystifying Maze if we want to do it any certain differently. Okay, Ogre Battle Driver coming down. But yeah, I've got this little bit of a sinus headache, so I'm trying to, I drink a lot of tea, and that seems to be helping a little bit. I enjoy tea. So I'm drinking right now, and then hopefully I'll be a little bit better because we need to knock out some Exelon videos for next week. And our opponent did leave up 4 mana for Mystifying Maze, so... Oh, dang it, I meant to go for the Erebos trigger. No, we're okay. We're not going to... Okay. And Gilded Lotus. Yeah, dang it, sorry, I meant to go for the Erebos trigger. Let's go ahead and... Let's draw some cards first. Let's go pay 2 life draw cards. It's going to be 1, 2... Oh, excuse me, we sacrificed the Cryptgas. Let's go ahead and tap that down. Let's go draw 2 cards. Draw a card off the Erebos. So we draw into. Just kind of want to use a little bit of our mana. We can get the Gilded Lotus down too, and let's go 1 more go on this one. But either way, we're still going to be able to swing in. It does have hexproof, so at least Sphinx of the Final Words is going to be able to push past that Mystifying Maze. At this point, we're just looking for some sort of spot removal for the Ogre Battle Driver. Get that off the battlefield. And then the Animar, it's going to have protection from white and black, so I don't know if we're actually going to swing into the Ogre Battle Driver, but as long as we have Animar on our side of the battlefield, that should be pretty good. Okay, draw into another swamp. We're going to get that down. Let's go ahead and get the Gilded... Actually, yeah, let's go and tap the coffers down. 1, 2. Let's get the Gilded Lotus down. And then we still have 2 more to draw. That'll leave up 4 mana. I think we'll be okay then. We'll go and draw a couple more cards. Worst comes to worst, if we're not really finding anything off the Erebos, we can still swing in with Sphinx and put our opponent down to 9. That kind of puts us on about a 2 or 3 turn clock, and then still swinging in with Sidisi, we'll be able to stop that Ogre Battle Driver with that nice little death touch over there. So, got the Erebos card draw trigger on the stack. Drawn to Toxic Deluge. We're due for that for 3. We're going to lose Gonti. Animar goes back to the command zone. Let's go ahead and swing in first. But yeah, we should have gone for that last card draw last time, but unfortunately, kind of miss stuff like that sometimes. Let's go and swing in with Gonti. That death touch will matter. Sphinx will be good. Erebos is good, and then Sidisi. I'm okay with Sidisi swinging in. All right. Let's go ahead and push it on this one. And if we want to, we can actually finally get down Lake of the Dead to start adding a little bit more extra mana to our mana pool. That 4 mana. Oh, yes. And look at that card art. Love that card. This Lake of the Dead was actually one of the first, I think kind of one of the first expensive Commander cards that ever. I can't remember how much it was back then. I think it being like 5 or yeah, $5 or $10 back then. I remember thinking like, hey, that's a cool commander card. You like black color? Why not get that going? Okay, swinging in, that's going to be exactly right at 10, and that's going to be 15 coming across. And it looks like our opponent didn't, they might have not offered up any blocks, or at least they're going to go for the Mystifying Maze, exiling a creature. So we'll see what they go for. If they do go for Sidisi, that'll at least give us another exploit trigger to kind of search something up. Alright, Mystifying Maze on Erebos. Return it at the beginning of the next end step. We're going to go for any activations in response to that. If we Toxic for 3, we're going to lose Gonti. We can get it down next turn. We'll still pretty much keep our board state. They will get Animar back, but at least we'll clear the board out for them. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's draw a couple cards. Let's go 1, 2. Draw a card. And that's going to kill the Ogre Battle Driver and pretty much kind of put them on just, they have 1 card in hand. If we do go for Toxic for 3, that's going to clear the Sage out, clear the Ogre Battle Driver, and send Animar back to the command zone. Everflowing Chalice. Let's go 2 more off Erebos. And I think we'll still probably go and go for, that nice little Toxic Deluge. Kind of just clear the board so we can start swinging in. Worst comes to worst, that's going to be 10 coming across, and then just Animar over there with protection from black, so we'll be able to push past that. Okay, Mystifying Maze trigger. And then let's go ahead and let's go for that Toxic Deluge for 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, yeah, that's going to be enough, because I'll take care of the Sage, take care of the Ogre Battle Driver. That way we don't really run into anything super crazy. Okay, it's going to come back down on the battlefield, and then anything else. Alright, we're going to kick it to our opponent. So, next turn we're going to be online for Gonti. We can get down Gonti. We can pay 2 off the Minion Reflector. We have more than enough mana to go for that. We have nice little coffers we're working towards getting these down. Actually, with Everflowing Chalice, if you click on it without paying for the multi-click kicker online, you will end up with an artifact on the battlefield instead of an actual enchantment. An actual artifact. So just be aware of that if you are a Magic Online player or think about getting into Magic Online. Sometimes if you accidentally click on it without paying the multi-kicker cost, it'll still cast it, but you won't have any mana for it, and you'll be kind of a sad camper. But as far as the devotion goes with Erebos, so right now we're sitting at devotion 4. We cast Gonti, Steel Hellkinds. Okay, love the promo version of that too. Looks pretty good. Now, if they want to trade with Sphinx, they can definitely go for that. We'll see exactly though how we want to sequence next turn. Okay, and then see we draw into Phyrexian Reclamation. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's go for some Gonti triggers. Let's get that going. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's tap the coffers first. Temple the False God. Let's go for Gonti. We'll still have enough to pay for the Minion Reflector trigger. And let's see if we can outrace that Steel Hellkite. Now, the good thing is we at least have a 7 drop and then a 5 drop. So it'll be a little weird for them to... let's tap for 1 more. There we go. Oh, excuse me. We got to put these triggers on. There we go. Got the Gonti trigger. Oh, dang it. Okay, opponent scooped it up. We had double Gonti triggers. I was starting to click on it, but sometimes when your opponent scoops up, it kind of X's out of the game like that. So let me see if I can't get it back to the original board state. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Sometimes whenever your opponent scoops it up and you're double clicking really quick, the game kind of freezes. But yeah, so we ended up, our opponent scoops it up on this one. We had double Gonti triggers going. We had the Sphinx swinging in, they were sitting at 4, and then we had a nice little Erebos trigger coming across, and double Gonti triggers, seeing what's on the top card of the library. Unfortunately, you can see those last 2 Gonti triggers, but hey, we closed it out. I do apologize if my commentary was not 100% for this game. I don't like not posting a game for you on certain days, but yeah, I'll give you 100%. I was not feeling 100% today. I have a little bit of a sinus pressure, weird thing going on. But if you still enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.